Hi, Chris here at TT120. Hope you're all doing well. It's prize giving time. Hooray! So before we go into that, a little bit of promotion. Here we go. So Scarborough and District Model Railway Show. It's happening this coming weekend, which is Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th of May 2025. We've got a whole bunch of layouts there. It's going to be there'll be some details up here somewhere, but 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's going to be the Nubian Scalby Community Hall, YO130RA. That is just on the A171, just north of Scarborough. Okay, it's a cracking little show, sponsored by the TMC. Thank you very much, chaps. We've got a bunch of working layouts. We've got model making demonstrations. It's free entry for kids. There's free parking. Okay, I think it's £5 entry fee. I'll check that, and if I've got it wrong, it will appear here in graphics. Okay, I know. Some of the guys we watch, some of the committee will be watching this going, "Oh, it's not very professional," but never mind. Obviously, Camelot's going to be there. I'll be running a mix of stock on it and having some fun and answering questions about the scale, hopefully. So that's great. One little thing I need to talk to you about with the Green 08s from Hornby being sold at TMC, and I mentioned them in the last one. The TMC at the moment are going through, we're having a huge systems change. This is for our warehousing and stock control systems, and it's all now, everything's completely, it's now been done with a scanning thing, beep and all that stuff, and it's already shown, it's already kind of like almost it's paying for itself, because we found loads of things we've actually had in the warehouse that we didn't have listed as in stock, so we would never have sold them, because when you walk around the warehouse, you can't tell that that's not on the website. So that's been a good thing. But we've been training for the past couple of weeks with this, and so it's been taking a little bit of time, and we didn't want to have it as a knock-on effect to people's orders. But it has meant that some stock that's come in hasn't been automatically put in the system. Normally the stock will come in, because we're in the middle of nowhere, we normally get it near the end of the day, and the next morning it gets put in, which is why I had that box of Green 08s and said, oh, well, these will be all in tomorrow. Well, they weren't booked in the next day. In fact, they weren't booked in for another week. That's how far we were behind on booking in new stock, because we were just so flat out with trying to get our heads around this system and doing all the training. They're now in stock. They're now available to buy off the shelf. That are on the TMC website. Okay. But the knock-on effect of this is that I wasn't allowed to process any of the orders, because the computer won't let you process any orders unless it's actually the stuff's been booked in. And so I've only managed to do a couple, and now I'm about to have a couple of weeks holiday. I'm not going anywhere nice. I'm laying a new kitchen floor, stripping up an old kitchen floor and laying a new kitchen floor. Whee! But it does mean that what I did mention last week, we're looking at maybe 3 weeks, that I apologise if I've given you a false hope. It's going to be a little bit longer than that. Bear with me. I shall be cracking on them with them as quickly as I possibly can. I shall be doing some nights at home and getting some stuff done. All right, but so just bear with me that little bit longer, I beg you. Right, should we get on with the competition? Yes. Well, now, before you all start complaining, just remember, this is my house, ergo my rules. Now, I did say when it came to the competition last week on the video, I said that we're going to be counting different wagons, with the different running numbers, names and running numbers. All right, so I am including in the count, for example, the two listers, wherever they've got to, because they've got two different running numbers. All right, I'm not. Although Frizinghall did those, where are they? the ones you're about to, although the ones you're about to win are the weathered ones, the Lister and Co from Bradford. These are the Frizinghall ones. These are the weathered ones, and obviously they did one. They will sell you unweathered ones. I'm not considering them to be, so that's not 4. It's still just 2, right? Because it's still the same running number, whether it's been weathered or not. All right. The other thing that I'll point out to you is that although these are 2 different running numbers, they have the same stock code. So these are both TTC006, TTT006, because on the information on there it says number 8 and number 202, Frizinghall Model Railway Special Edition, which means that these only ever get sold as that unit. Right? These are never sold separately unless you buy one on eBay. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, well, it's got the same code. The models have 2 different numbers, so I'm classing that as 2 different models. Okay. Let's go through them, because I want this video not just to be about winning prizes, but also giving you guys the information, so you can refer back to this video and go, ah, yes, there was that, and that. And if you come to this late and you want to, and you've got the collection bug and you want to collect these, you can at least come back to this video and go, right, okay, I missed out on that one, and that one, and that one. So to help you with that, I've not done them in order of when they came out. I've done them in order of product code to hopefully help you with your hunting, so that, because it's a bit of the hobby that we haven't got to yet, that the 00 community have enjoyed for years, is that in years to come you'll be able to go to a show and you'll be able to have a hunt for some of these, in the second-hand areas and that kind of malarkey. You'll be able to have the Doncaster show where there's loads of these kind of retailers that have got stuff that's been sold in, and and you'll be able to go and hunt, and it's all part of what people do enjoy. So particularly the collectors, right? So don't feel like, I don't want anyone to think, oh, they're all sold out, I can't buy them anymore. Hoorumph. I promise you, some of the people who have bought some of these at some point will either get rid of the scale or they'll pass away, which is just a fact of life, isn't it? And invariably we find with our hobby, our collections don't just go into landfill. They come back. They get sold by family members back, and or the person, when he's getting ill, might leave instructions to say, contact TMC or contact Ramsey Sheffield or whoever. There's lots of companies now who have a pre-owned team, even your local model shop, and get a deal back on it, so their loved one hasn't got to worry about that stuff anymore. So, but let's start with the list. All right. So from Hornby, and this is the first one. Number 1 was TT6001 George Matthews. And number 2 was TT6002 North's Navigation. Number 3, TT6003 Hales Fuels. At this point, Jimmy does seem to think that I should, every time I say a number like number 3, I should say in good old Count Dracula style, 3. I've done it once, Jim. I don't need to do it again. Right, so Peco. Number 4, TTR 7000W. That was the Great Western version. Number 5 was TTR 7001E, which is the Northeastern. Number 6, TTR 7002S, the Southern region. Southern Railway, sorry. Number 7, TTR 7003M, the LMS. Number 8 was TTR 7004B, the British Rail. Number 9, TTR 7006P, the P's for private owner. Coleman's. Number 10, TTR 7001, 7010 P, it was the Huntley and Palmer's. Then number 11 was TTR 7014 P, that's the Cadbury. Then they brought out, then they seem to, they dropped the P thing after this. And then there's a big gap in numbers. I'm not sure why. Who knows, or dares to dream. But the next one out of Peco was the number 12, TTR 7021, the J.W. Davison. The number 13, the TTR 7022 Forbes Bricks. And the 14th wagon was TTR 7023 New Battle. 15th wagon, this is not in order, was RM002, the Railway Modeler 75th Anniversary wagon, which I believe may now have sold out. Now we move over to the retail commissions. Okay, so that's 15 from the manufacturers. Now we're going to go to the retail commissions. So number 16, 17 and 18 was the triple pack, the Shipley Colliery from Malcs. Then there's the 19 and 20 was TTC 002 twin pack Gedlings from Malcs. Number 21 and number 22, TTC 003 twin pack Stanton Malcs again. God, Malcs were busy, weren't they? I think half of these are Malcs, I think. Number 23, TTC 004. This is the Peachy and Son, the number 1 for Malcs and Peachy. That was a collaboration that we did together. Number 24, TTC 005, Allsworth. I think I said Amsworth in the video previously. I'm sorry. Allsworth. Allsworth. Malcs Models. Number 25 and number 26, TTC 006. Lister and Co. Limited twin pack from Frizinghall, the ones that you're trying to win today. I should have mentioned the Owlsworth is the other one that we're giving away. TT number 27, wagon number 27 was TTC 007, Notts and Derby from Malcs, and TTC. That was a joint jobby they did with TTC. TTC, the guy, diecast guys, who they also did the collaboration with for the scale scenes, Bachmann buildings. Number 28 and number 29, TTC 008, the Rippenden twin pack from Monk Bar. Number 30, TTC 009, Franks & Co. from Kernow. Number 31, TTC 010, the LMS Loco Coal from Malcs. Then number 32, TTC 011, the NCB from Malcs Models. Number 33, the TTC 013, the Whitby Brewery from TMC. Number 34, TTC 014, Peachy and Son number 2 wagon from TMC and Peachy. Another little collaboration there. And number 35, TTC 016, Dunkerton Wessex Wagons. Now, some of you might be thinking, what? Hey, you said that was a pre-order. See, I assumed that they were pre-orders. But actually, lots of people got in contact, including the guys from Wessex, and said that the Dunkerton had been available at the Bristol show the week before. And some people had bought the Dunkerton. So, in absolute truth, 35 is the number, guys. 35 are the ones that were available on that day. Whatever I said in my video about them maybe being pre-orders, I got that wrong. I apologise if you feel like you've been misled. But a little bit of research, or if you'd contacted Wessex, you'd have found out that the Dunkerton one was available. Since then, the Bradford and Son one is now also available, but I'm not counting it because it wasn't available on that day that I launched the video on the Friday. All right. So pre-orders. Now we think, although we're not exactly sure. I won't probably know until tomorrow. That TTC 012. We believe, looking at the order dates, that's the Buggleskelly wagon from Buggleskelly Station, Tom Marshall. All right. We know that TCC 015 is the Bradford and Son from Wessex Wagons. But there are other things that will be pre-ordered. Now, I may edit this bit, so I'm either going to say there are other stuff on the road or coming that haven't been announced yet from Frizinghall and from Malcs Models, or I'm going to put a piece in here. Right, so here's me little edited bit that I'm sticking in here. Now, I do know that Frizinghall are doing a B. Calburn and Sons twin pack. So that's another couple that are going to be in there. And we do know that Malcs Models have got some more. And I know that TMC have booked slots for next April. Okay. And we know that Rouse Sheffield are bookings, or we believe, rumour has it, Rouse Sheffield are booking slots as well. So, but I don't know what any of those are. But I do know, and here's the graphic for it, for Calburn and Sons twin pack from Frizinghall. It's not available on their website yet, and if they've got back to me by the time I finish editing this, I'll put the dates and information on here. All right, okie dokie. Back to where I was. Did I put a piece in here? If I did, excellent. You can contact those guys and or look out for when those guys are going to make those things available for pre-order. If I didn't stick something in there, well, you'll just have to wait patiently, won't you? Right. In a minute, I'll have, what we'll do now is I'm just waiting for Jimmy to get out of bed. And then we're going to pick out the numbers from the hat, because as far as I can see, only 5 of you actually said 35. And I'm only going for first answers as well. All right. So good luck. See you in a minute. Okay, so the bit you've all been waiting for, I've got the correct answers here, or the names of the people who give me the correct answers here. But I need an able assistant. Now I know some of you think that he's not real, but he is. Jim, would you join us? Come on. Hello. So here's the offspring. Say hello, Jim. You're supposed to say hello, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Right, I shall pop these in there. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right, hold up a little bit. There you go. Right, don't block my face. There you go, just about there. Perfect. Right, okay, so this is for the list of packs. All right, so I'm going to have a dig in it. I don't want to be able to see inside it. There we go. So let's go deep down into there. Pick I've picked 2 out. Right, there's one. Okay, Jim, would you read that out?
Bentone 5203.
Okay, so Bentone 5203. There you are. You have won the list of packs. Well done, sir. There you go. And where's the other one, Jim? I thought we were prepped for this. Here it is. Right, there we go. So this is the. How would you pronounce that?
Allsworth.
Allsworth. All right, we're going to go with Allsworth. All right, so this is the Allsworth from Malcs Models. All right, so let's have a little dig in here. A lot of webbing in the way. Right, I've got one. Yeah, got one. Yeah, perfect. And Jimmy, what's that say?
FRN key T2784.
Right, Frunkeet 2784. Okie dokie. You have won the Allsworth. Right, yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much. You can exit stage. There'll be stage left on the camera, won't it? There you go. I get my stage lefts and rights mixed up, as people have pointed out to me. Right, hope you guys are very happy with that. It's all been jolly good fun. But before you run away, I just need to point out a little something. I'm doing my thing, of trying to spread TT120 as far and as wide as possible. And that's also engaging with other social media creators. Now, there is a young chap called Sam, who's he's got his own website channel, his own channel called Emperor's Path, and he offers a weathering service and does some cracking work. He's the co-host and producer of the Model Rail Replacement podcast, which I've been on, which you should tune into. There'll be links in the description below and all that malarkey. And here's the MERP shirt sign, and here's the Emperor's Path what his channel looks like. Now, I've convinced him for the space that he's got in his loft that he could make himself a really nice TT120 layout, and I've helped him with any rail and doing a little bit of design work for him. It's going to be a monster. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be, I think, based in West London. So it's something I think you guys should really look out for. Got a feeling he might be mentioning it tomorrow morning when he does the MORP podcast, which coincidentally is with, I think it's with Alex and Howard from TMC, where they've decided, where MORP or MERP have decided to talk to retailers. I think it's tomorrow's one, or it might be the week after. If I got that wrong, sorry, Sam and James. Never mind. You should give me your schedule. But it's all jolly good fun, all very interesting stuff, and like I said, keep an eye out on Emperor's Path. If you haven't already subscribe to Emperor's Path, because then you get notifications of when the Model Rail Replacement podcast is on, but you also get notifications when he starts this build for this monster TT120 layout. And this will be, I think, really quite interesting to watch, because not only is he quite easy going to listen to, he's got a lot of really good model making skills, and I think it's going to be quite a cracker. All right, so everyone, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring the bell and all that kind of stuff, and there'll be videos at the end and yada 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 yada. Cheery bye, take care.
And that's all there is to tell. I'll be on my way now, sir. I've got urgent business in the south. I have to meet a man at Melbourne Junction.